curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Corral on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Touchdown, Saints. Devin Duvernay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. From the 27, Powell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on the It's 3rd down.
And we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and a couple. Corral swings this out for Hunt. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Running left is Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darrell Henderson with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll make the score 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Howell. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs.
I had to get off the phone and shit. That shit was annoying.
And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people
I had to get off the damn phone. Baby girl, I'm like, I gotta call you, but I gotta focus.
I say they go get him.
Get on my ass. Like, what you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it. You know, I'm doing something. There we go. Trip him up. Trip him up.
Average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, rushing defense.
Ah, yeah, I say shit. I couldn't get on the mic at first. Shit, like my girls on the phone. Getting on my nerves and shit. I'm getting tired of subbing niggas in the game. Nah, 4-for-1, 4-for-3 allows you to pass your 40. You good. Not 4-for-5.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
I got you, sure. I could have picked it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down.
Oh my God! Thank you, bro. Like you can go for that second. It was 4th and 2.
It's a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for sure.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral.
Man, how the fuck do my niggas keep on getting beat like that, bro? I just shit keep on having the concession. All these fucking bombs in the game.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
I know. That's how it is for Diggs. I ain't got Diggs. I ain't got Andrews. These motherfuckers just don't want to play. You can't. You gotta start having that shit on there, like the progressive fatigue and shit on. So shit. Like when you go to your train, you can't do full pass, do half pass. Yes. My niggas the same way though, so shit.
Begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
Look at this shit, bro. Like, I'm about to bench this nigga right quick. I ain't about to keep going through this shit. Hold on, let me see. I don't like none of these niggas.
Saints are going to take possession of the football. Henderson running straight ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Matt Corral, 24 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly.
But I say, you see this shit? It's like my nigga start running in slow motion. I'm chasing him. Look at him. Like,
Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
I ain't got no quarterback after my draft. I don't give a fuck what it is.
28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
You can't afford to let this
You got a new quarterback in the game. You got to make the throws.
They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He's going to lose yardage here. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Huntley's throw caught by Olave.
There we go. New quarterback in. Yeah, the guy I got from you.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up in front.
Yeah, he ain't playing, though. So shit.
Down here by the Saints. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
Definitely got him. He ain't there. I thought they were too tired. Then it's not. Look at that shit. I can't even jump. This motherfucker jumped up me like this up over, what's his name? Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here.
Shit, I got 6 wins right with you. I got a lot of forces though. Got a round coming,
First down, they'll run with Hunt. Bulldozes past him. And he's corralled, but not before.
Khalil Mack might be get hurt. Okay, man. Okay, man.
There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Corral with it. First down here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Yeah, that's like
Coming up, they got 8 yards there. Henderson will try and run for the first.
Come on, bro. Why is it taking 5 niggas to tackle 1 person?
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop.
How the fuck my nigga not in the game?
They had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Option play, Corral keeping it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On the play fake, Corral.
Pick that ball. Why the fuck did you knock it down, bro? Come on, man.
Just deny a big throw there. He broke that one
Like, stop on me. God damn.
Points on the board when this drive is over.
4 niggas right there, nigga gonna knock the ball down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's Huntley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So
You scared for me.
to throw, Huntley. Pass complete. It's Hines.
If they gonna come, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, don't keep on me, man. Oh, man.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Huntley to throw. Going deep.
Look at that. What the fuck?
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it.
Nah, I ain't got to do with nothing. Ain't no motherfucking way here to the ball like that.
Had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, it's game over. You're going to playoffs. I ain't making a playoffs.
Struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time
slowing
them down.
The draft is over.
Big on speeches and guys jumping up and down. They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football.
Nah, I'm dead ass.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I must have to say.
Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw here for Corral.
Fishing them down in a second.
He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
First down. Here's Corral with it. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Corral.
Stop tipping the ball.
Falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, Corral. He's going to try and go deep again.
There you go, Sauce.
Be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
All right, 31 no half. Game ain't over yet. Let's see if we can get a half in our favor.
We've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
I think I got my niggas back. Wait a minute.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done.
Come on with this bullshit ass hit.
Try to come back from a 4.
I put my white boy back in the game one more time. All right, Chad.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
There we go. Put a star in the game. Make shit happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now throwing on first down here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell trying to lay one up deep.
Let's go, Olave.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield. And
finally, shit.
Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the foot.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
All right, y'all get off the field.
But now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
Hey, bro. Man, you know that shit was just fake as fuck. How the ball go to my nigga?
They're going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic
Hey, that motherfucker went at the box went through there, dude. Why he stopped, though?
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having,
Come
a
on.
lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
In the
Because for the
backfield,
most
man.
part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this
Watch
D is
Madden, man.
fired up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral buying time to his left.
Good sack, Owe.
Loss here as he's taken down. Adafe Owe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 3rd and long. Corral. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
I've been mad as fuck.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson.
Let's fight.
Taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Howell back to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up.
Switch his lag like a motherfucker. Hey, bro. Okay.
The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense.
I don't understand how, bro. After the ball, it was lagging. And after that, you start doing it every time. It's like, all right, cool. How the fuck can you get between 2 people at once?
Nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rhythm of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And
we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Off play action. It's Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Many throw off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been truly fluid for him. I don't know what you think's going on out there, CD.
suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run for it with Hines. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, this time, Corral will throw it. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Howell. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 25 on second down, Corral. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Corral sets up play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Call that a 41-yard 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Howell. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to their big lead.